Hello guys, welcome back. Today in this video, I am going to tell you how we can easily develop a help desk system with PHP and MySQL. Guys, you are known to ticketing system or help desk system that is used in most of companies, most of websites with products to uh, coordinate with their clients, with their customers to resolve their concern, their issues, like by creating tickets and their replies and their solutions. So all these things are handled in a help desk system. So here we have already developed and that we are going to share with you here. Actually, the system will look like this. So actually, we will show you a brief demo of the system. Actually, the system is uh, accessed by logged in user. The logged in user type will be administrator or normal user. The administrator can do everything to the system like create ticket, can edit ticket, delete ticket, can set the status of update the status of ticket like close ticket, open ticket, or resolve ticket. So all the things and administrator can also manage other things. So now we will see the thing. So first we will log in using the administrator user. So this is the administrator user. Here we logged in successfully here. So this is the system that administrator user will access. So the menus are the sections are the first one is ticket section, the other one is department section and user section. The administrator can manage the different users, like can add a new user here and set their role like admin user or member, can also manage the department for the section like for bit department. The system will handle like security, programming, design, automation. Also can manage the ticket like create new ticket here, creating new ticket, and can view ticket, edit ticket, close ticket, and you can see here the status of ticket. So all these things will be handled by the administrator user. The next section, the next part will be handled by user. Like here you can see that when the normal user log into the system here, so the normal user only access the system, ticket section here. Actually, like you have seen, the administrator can manage everything in our help desk system or ticketing system, but the normal user when login or member user can manage the ticket like they see the list of all tickets and they can create new ticket here. They can create a new ticket here, and also they can view the ticket and also make reply to the ticket here. So all the normal user can see the list of ticket, can create a new user, create a new ticket, and can reply to the ticket. So all these things will be handled by a normal user, but the administrator can handle everything. So this is the system that we are going to discuss here, to develop a complete help system with PHP and MySQL. So guys, let's first see the database here. So the MySQL database here is this here. Actually, total tables is four. The first one is SD user table. That SD user table will store the details of users to access the system. Like here, you can see the structure of the table here. The ID is primary, auto increment, email of the user, password. Actually, the user will be access the system using the email and password, and the create date of user, name, user type. Here, two types of user. One is admin, means administrator user, and other one is user, the normal user. So there are two types of user, and the status like the user is active or inactive. So this is the table of user. The second one is you can here say ID department. Actually, we will discuss the ID department table in which we are managing that department. Like here ID is primary and auto increment, name is name of department, and status. The next table is ID underscore tickets. Actually, the structure of the table is here ID primary, auto increment, unique ID of ticket, user for which user ticket assigned, title of the ticket, initial message, department for the department of the ticket, date, last reply, user read or not read, admin read or not read, resolved, the status of the ticket. So and now we have a next table is SD ticket reply. Actually, this table is to the replies to the ticket. So here is the reply ID. The ID is primary auto increment. The user who made the reply to the ticket. So here the user ID text ticket ID. The ticket ID means in which ticket the reply is made and the date. So this is the details of our database, MySQL database that we will use in this system. So now we will move to the code level here. Actually, now we have a system here, the our project structure here. So actually, we have already seen the demo of our system. So now let's see the structure. So the structure of this project is here, like we have a PHP files on root, like these files we will discuss every each file individually with these sections, and there are JS files here related to all these sections. There is INC directory in which we have some common files like header, footer, container, means header. This is also header, and a CSS filing. We actually here we are using the jQuery data tables for rendering the data. So here we have also needed a data table CSS file. So this is here, and the next one is our class directory in which we have all the class for all sections, like the database.php for making connection to the database, and for department section the department.php class, and the ticket class, time class. Yes, all these we will discuss individually. So now we will move to the coding. Actually, we will now see the our project, and we will discuss each section individually. So now first we will see the actually the system is only accessed by login. So first page will be open, that is login page. So this is the login.php. So we will have a login.php file here. You can see this is the login.php file here, in which we have created a form, login form. Here you can see this is the login form in which we have input type password, input type you will see input type text, input type password, and a submit button. Here you can see that this is the submit button. So here we will handle the login. When the login form is submitted, the login form submitted, here actually we are calling the login method. Actually, first here we are calling the is logged in, and then we are calling the login method, and here we have a user object. But from where is it coming? These are coming from init.php. So we'll see the init.php. Actually, here you can see we have a actually we will also use session here for login details, storing login details. So here we have include config.php. Then we have a actually database details. Here we will get from config.php, and then we have a database.php, user.php, time.php, tickets.php. All these classes are included here, and then we are creating the object of these. So the user object is coming from here. So the user object is coming from here. So now we will have a we'll see the database dot. Actually, here we have a database.php in which we have a db connect method, in which we are getting the values host, user, password. These are coming from here. We have already defined these host, user, password, and all the details are also storing here in defined variable. And these the host username coming from config.php. So we will also see the config.php here. The config.php is here. This is the config in which we have a details of MySQL database login details here, like you can see the host, username, password, and database help details. So this is the coming from here, and passing here MySQL I and connecting to the MySQL database. So this is the connection here detail, and these are the configuration details of like all classes to create object and making connection to that database. So all these here. So now this is the login.php file, and then we have object of user class. So we will open the user class here. This is the user class here. You can see here we have a class users and extend the database, actually making connection to the database, and then we have a edge user table that we have already discussed in the MySQL database. And then we have db connect, actually calling the db connect method to connect to the MySQL database. Then we have creating method here. You can see here we have a method here is logged in. Actually, we are calling the method is logged in here. So here is the method if session user ID. Actually, if the user ID is stored to the session means user is logged in, then we are returning the true, otherwise returning the false. So this is the is logged in method checking for the login details here. So now we have a this is checking if user already logged in, then there is no need to display the login page and it will redirect to the ticket.php. Otherwise, it will call the method login. So now we will see the login method here. The login method in here is this. In which we are checking the form value like login, email, password, and then we have a SQL query and we are executing here. MySQL query executing here, and then we check if is valid login. If there is a login successful, then we are getting the user details and storing to the session like user ID, username, and like storing the user ID, username, and redirect to the ticket.php. Otherwise, displaying the message invalid login. If details are not entered in the form and submitted empty, then we will display the message enter both username and password. So this is the login method here. So now we will check the login here. This is the login here and enter some wrong information, then it will display my invalid login, and we will enter the again correct details here. Then it will log into a successful and redirect to the ticket.php. So now we will see the ticket.php file here. So the ticket.php file is here. This is the ticket.php file here in which we are listing the tickets. So you can see here the list tickets table here. You can see in which we are loading the all ticket details using jQuery data table with AJAX detail. So now we will also see the JS file here, ticket.js file. You can see here in which this is the ticket.js file in which we have a jQuery data tables. Actually, this is the here list tickets. You can see that this is ID list tickets. So here selector here list tickets in which we are initializing the jQuery data table and then making the AJAX request to the ticket underscore action.php with action list ticket here, making the so now we will see the ticket underscore action here. This is the file ticket underscore action here, in which we have a actually we will see the list ticket action. So here we have a list ticket action and calling the method show ticket. So we have actually here already init.php and we have object like all object like users, tickets, department. So here we have a ticket object and calling the show ticket method. So now we will see the show ticket actually is coming from the tickets class. So here is our ticket class. You can see here, and here we are again creating the class ticket and extending the database for making connection, and we have a table that we will need in this. So here we are id ticket, reply id department, all these we need this here to implement the functionality. So the method is called here show ticket. So here we will see that show ticket method in this class here. This is a show ticket in which we are checking if not admin agar the details is not the login is not admin, then we are getting the normal user details. Otherwise, we are getting the details for administrator. So here we have a left join query for adjudicator department to get the details of the tickets, and then we are storing these in a ticket rows arrays and then ticket data, and then finally we have a syntax to store all details of ticket to return as a JSON encode data to render in a jQuery data table. So here the details returned and then the details will be rendered here jQuery data tables. So also you can see here the jQuery data tables file that are also included here in this page here, like jQuery data table JS file and data table. Actually here we are also using the design from the Bootstrap framework. So we have also data table bootstrap in JS, also data table CSS here. So all these files and also tickets, JS and JS are included in this page. So finally, the details is listed here. You can see the details is listed here. So this is the details of tickets that's listed here. When we click on the view ticket details, the ticket details is displayed, and here we can edit the details, create the details. So these are handled through the model. So you can see the from model, the model is coming from the I ticket model. Actually, we have another file, PHP file, in which we have stored the HTML for the ticket that we are using for the adding new ticket, creating new ticket, and editing the details of a ticket. So we will use this. Actually, we have already included here to get this, and then the create ticket button click, the model same model is open, and when we edit the ticket detail, the same model is open. So and from where it is opening, this is opening from the ticket.ds. Actually, when we click on the create ticket, actually you can see the create ticket is here. The create ticket, this one ID for adding a new ticket, and for editing you can see that we have already for update you can view ticket. This is and for editing we have a class update. So the on class update you can see here we have a class update. This is making the Ajax request to get the ticket details and loading in a edit ticket model to edit the details. So the edit ticket details model will open from here, and the new model to create a ticket is open from here. So the action for creating new, the create ticket, and for updating the action will be the update ticket. So here we will see that action here, like create ticket, get ticket, update ticket here. So all these methods are already implemented here. Like you can, we will discuss all these. So this is the create ticket in which you can see here. This is the create ticket method here implemented, in which we are checking the subject and message not empty. Then we are inserting into the ticket table details and also creating the unique ID like here unique ID some and inserting into the uh, ticket table. Also for editing, first we will need to get the details. So here actually you can see the get ticket details and calling the method get ticket details. So here we have implemented the getting the details of ticket from ticket table and returning adjacent data here you can see. And then finally for updating the ticket, we have calling the update ticket on action update ticket, and then we have checking the ticket ID, then getting the form post value edit form model form post value, and then updating details and query here executing the update query here to update the ticket details. And also you can see when we edit the detail, we can close open all these handled here. Also we can make like in here we have a button like close ticket. So the close functionality is here. For close, we have a action close and calling the method close ticket. So the close ticket here implemented. Here we are updating the ticket to set is as resolved. So all these tickets functionality to handle the methods I here handled implemented in ticket.php class here. So guys, you have seen how the ticket functionality handled. Also here the ticket view ticket details are seen here like displaying the ticket details. The ticket is displayed in a view ticket.php. So now we will see the view ticket dot view ticket dot php here. This is a file view ticket in which uh, we are we are getting the ticket details here. Like here we have a ID like here you can see that this is the ID of ticket, and we are getting this and get ticket info. We are calling the method ticket info. So now we will see the ticket info method here in ticket class. This is the method. You can see this is the ticket. We have ID here as a parameter. Then we are getting the ticket details here using the ID, executing the query, and return the getting the MySQL fetch associative error, and then return that. And the details is here in ticket details. Also getting the ticket, get ticket replies here. So the ticket replies in getting here. Here we are getting the replies here by using the ticket ID. So I'm returning as a array data. So here we have a ticket reply. Now also getting the user details and also getting the ticket status here. Can update ticket read status here. Actually, when reading the ticket, we are also updating the ticket read status here. If, so if admin read, then updating the admin read status, and otherwise user read status. So depend on the user type. So now we have a view ticket in which you can see here we are displaying the ticket details. So upon here in this section we are displaying the ticket details here. So this is the displaying like ticket message, ticket title, all these things are displaying here. Then finally we are loop through. Actually we have a replies here, ticket replies here. You can see that this is a ticket replies, and we have a for each loop and displaying the all replies here. So this is here we are displaying the all replies. We have also a text area to reply to the ticket. So this is the form for text area to reply to the ticket. Here we are handling the ticket reply. And when the form is submitted, then there is a action. The action is a save ticket replies. So the you can see the save ticket replies. This is a save. I am calling the class save ticket replies. So we also see this method here. This is a save ticket replies. Here you can see we are checking the message and storing the details into the uh, ticket reply table, and also update the ticket table. So this is the method in which we are saving the ticket reply details. Now we have seen the ticket section like uh, listing the ticket details, view ticket details, reply to the ticket, and edit details, close the ticket. All these functionalities here we have discussed to handle the ticket functionality like here. So, guys, now we will see move to the next session here. Like we have already discussed all these sections here. So now we will move to the next session. The next session is user. Actually, the administrator can also manage the users section here. So here we have a user.php. Like here you can see that we have a user.php in which we are listing the user in list user table here. So we will also open the file. We have a JS file user.js in which you can see we are initializing the jQuery data table with user action. So actually we have also user action here. This is the user section in which we are handling the actions. So this is the user section. We are handling the user section here in which actually here the list user we have a JS file user.js. Actually here we have action list user. So here you can see the list user. We are calling the list user. We are calling the list user method here. So here we will see the list user method here. This is the list user method, and here we are getting the user details and returning as an array to load in jQuery data tables here. So the details is loaded here. The administrator can add new user, can edit the users. So all these handled through the model. The model is here. You can see here. This is the user model that we are using for adding the new user and updating the user. We will see the JS code here. When we click on the update, actually here we have already used the class update. When we click this, then we will load here. Actually on this class we have action get user details, and making Ajax equal to user action.php and getting the details of user and loading into the user model. Also, when we add a new user, we have handling here loading the user model to add a new user details, and all these handled here. Actually, the form is add or edit form is submitted here using the jQuery, and we have Ajax user and action.php and save the details here. Like here is the get user details method, then add user, update user, and delete user. So all these methods here, now we will see the this is the get user details in which we are getting the user detail and returning as JSON data. Here we are implementing the insert method in which we are inserting the details of user into the user table. And here we have a update method in which we are updating the details of user in a user table. And finally on action, delete user, we are calling the method delete user, and we have here implemented method delete in which we checking the deleted user ID if it exists, then we are deleting that user. So this is the these are the methods that we have uh, implemented for handling the user functionality here. So this here we can add the new user, can update the user. Also, delete functionality are working from here. So this is the section user section that's handled by administrator user to manage the user detail. Now we will move to the next section. As we have already discussed the ticket section, user section. Now we will move to the department section. Now we will move to the department section. In department section, we are managing the department. So now we will see the files related to the department. So here we have a department.php file in which we have a table list department in which we are listing the department details. Like you can see here the listing of department. So we have a JS file related to this in which we are initializing the jQuery data table on list department, making a Ajax equal to the department action. Department action here. Actually, we have a department action here with action list department. The list department. This is the method action here list department calling the same method using the department object list department. So now we have a class department. This is a class department in which here we are creating the department class and student database to making the connection to the MySQL database, and now we are using here the edit department to performing the actions with department. So now we have a list department. Actually, here we calling a list department method. So here is the department method in which we have a select query getting the details of department and then storing that details into the array, and finally storing in a array that we needed to load the data into the JP data return as a JSON encode data, JSON data. So finally that loaded here, and then actually we have also functionality like add new department, edit department. So all these functionality are handled here. Like we have a model department model here. We have a department that we are using for adding and updating the department details. So when we call this, so same department edit model is department model is opening, and the department model is handled here. Like when we update the details of department to open the update model, then when we the update action, the click event handled on the update class to load the edit department model. Here we have a get department details action and making a execute to the department action and loading the department details. So you can see this is the method get department details. Actually, you can see the action here get department details and calling the department details here. So method here. So in which we are getting the department details returning and the JSON data, and then loading the details into the model form. Also, we are more opening the department model by adding the new departments here from here and handling the form submission of the model form submission using the jQuery for adding or updating the department details here with the action to the department action. So here we have action add department, update department. Also, we are handling the functionality for deleting the department here. So with the action delete department. So all the actions here like add department, update department, and delete department, and calling the method like insert, update, and delete. So you can see here the we have already implemented the insert in which we are checking the department and inserting the department details into the department table, and also here checking the department ID and department, and then updating the details in the department table, and finally also checking the department ID. If ID exists, then we are deleting that department from the table department. So all these functionalities are handled here in class department.php related to the department. You can see here. So guys, we have discussed here all sections that the administrator we handle, like ticket section we have handled at department user. So all these sections are accessed by the administrator user. Now we will move to the normal user login. So now we have a normal user, like this is the smith@webdem.com. Now we have a password 123. So this is a login of administrator. So in which we are loading the ticket here. Actually, we are already checking this. Now we will open the ticket in which listing the ticket. Actually, you can see here if the user is not admin, then we are getting the details of ticket that's assigned to that user. So actually here the tickets are listing that is only assigned to the user that is logged in. The administrator user have access to the all tickets, all details, all sections, but the normal user have access to view the ticket that's assigned to him. So these are the tickets are only assigned to the John Smith here. So here, so these are loading here, and you can see the ticket.php here, in which we are loading the ticket here, in which also the normal user have no access to close. You can see here the normal user cannot close the ticket, cannot edit the ticket. But what can create the ticket? Actually, the ticket created by the normal user will be assigned to him. He cannot assign the ticket to other users. Can create ticket that's already assigned to him and can work on these and listed here. So can like so listed here for John Smith, and also the normal user can view the ticket here. Details can reply to the ticket. So the normal user can view the ticket, reply to the ticket, and view the ticket details. So all these functionalities are handled here for the normal user. What normal user can do and what cannot. So all these functionalities are for the normal user. Can create ticket, view ticket, but cannot edit and delete the ticket here. You can see here. All these sections are disabled here. You can see disabled. This is the disabled for the if you here is the chicken if logged in is not admin, then disabled are stored here and disabled will be passed here to make the sections disabled. So these sections are disabled for that section. So uh, uh, the normal user can access only the this section. So but the administrator, we will see the administrator user can handle everything in the system, everything like tickets for the all user like John Smith, Ken William, all users tickets can handle. The administrator can handle the department users, like it is the user details can can reset the password, new password for the user. Actually, the system is mainly managed by the administrator. They can create the users. Normal user also will be created by the administrator, and the administrator will decide who will access the system and who cannot. So all these things actually this the administrative system can also handle used by the accessed by the normal user, but main handler will be the administrator who will create the user, edit the user, create ticket. But normal user also can create the ticket, but these can be assign to him can assign to others. So this is the entire functionality of the system, guys. You can see this is a very interesting project. You can enhance this, can implement in your website, and because you can see every website, every company that have a product, they have a ticket system, helpdesk system. You can enhancing, can add the chat section also here, can manage other things, can make replies with attachment, can use advanced editor with the ticket reply, can you can here manage here, can reply with the attachment, can also convert this text area to the advanced editor to make it more user friendly. So guys, it's very interesting. You can try this at your end and implement. So you can also ask the question. If you have any question, you can ask. I will try to reply as if. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and try this at your end. So guys, don't forget to like and share this video and also subscribe our channel. Thank you.